With a brand new season upon us, I thought it might be fun to look back at some of the most amazing stats in football from yesteryear. With that being said, I'm Dave from Gridironic, and here are 10 amazing football facts. Number 10. Brett Favre's bad start. For my money, Brett Favre was one of the most entertaining people to ever watch play the game. It was pure delight. But oh my God, did he have a bad start to his career. His first 5 passes were 2 incompletes, a pick 6, an interception, and a pass that was batted that he caught himself and was tackled for a 7-yard loss. The thing that makes this so amazing is that you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody else that had such a bad start with their first 5 passes, yet Brett went on to have one of the most illustrious careers in the game. Number 9. Only 3 guys over age 40 have caught a pass in the modern NFL. Football certainly is a young man's sport, so anytime a grizzled veteran over the age of 40 does something, I think it's important to take notice. But yeah, surprisingly enough, only 3 guys over age 40 have caught a pass in the modern NFL. Those 3 guys: Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, and Brett Favre. Number 8. The 2010 Chargers had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense and missed the playoffs. The 2010 Chargers, what a fun team on paper. Unfortunately on the field, they weren't quite the same. They were indeed number 1 in offense and defense in a yardage, not scoring standpoint, but the death nail in the coffin, of course, was the special teams. The special teams gave up 1 punt return, 3 kickoff returns, 4 blocked punts, 1 blocked field goal, 19 penalties, 22 missed yards, and literally all the yards. You can check it. It's a scientific fact. It was all the yards. Number 7. The Jets have never defeated the Eagles in the regular season. The Jets and the Eagles, 2 teams on the East Coast about an hour apart from each other. They both wear green. They've been in the league together for 50 years. They both spell their names constantly. They had Orion as a coach. They had flying mascots, and they had Mike Vick as a quarterback. Where are they different, though, is the fact that the Jets are currently 0-11 against the Eagles in the history of the regular season. They next play again in 2023, so all will be waiting to see if the Gang Green can finally defeat the gold standard. Number 6. Only 1 team has appeared in both the AFC and the NFC championship game. Who is that team? You probably guessed it, the Seattle Seahawks. They appeared in the 1983 AFC championship game, as well as the 2005, 2013, and 2014 NFC championship game. Number 5. Ray Lewis's first sack came against Jim Harbaugh. It was way back in 1996. Ray was a rookie on the Ravens. Jim was the quarterback of the Colts. It happened in October. I don't remember what week. But the thing that makes it so interesting is that Ray's final game came 16 years later in Super Bowl 47, I want to say it was, against the Jim Harbaugh-led San Francisco 49ers. Ray did have a sack in the game in the Super Bowl, and it was his final game, and it's just sort of fascinating to bookend the career of one of the best middle linebackers ever with Jim Harbaugh. Number 4. No pass leader has ever won the Super Bowl. It kind of makes sense if you think about it, even though it's surprising to hear. But yeah, the person who has been the most prolific passer each year has never won the Super Bowl. That does make sense because, a lot of times teams are throwing from, when they're behind, and that builds up points. There's garbage time points. So it is sort of surprising, kind of, like how in horse racing, no horse that ever won the Breeders' Cup had won the Derby until a few years back. We have the same phenomenon in football. Number 3. It takes 3,000 cows to make enough footballs for the regular season. It's called the pigskin, isn't it? But it's really made of leather. And yeah, not much else to be said other than it takes 3,000 cows to make enough regular season balls for the NFL. Number 2. All the Broncos Super Bowl wins have come by quarterbacks drafted by the Colts. Yep, that's right. In Denver, they've won 3 Super Bowls, respectively. Super Bowls 32 and 33, won by John Elway, who was drafted by the Colts, and Super Bowl 50, won by Peyton Manning, who was also drafted by the Colts. And number 1, you guessed it, it couldn't be anything else, the Tim Tebow 316 game. I'm not sure what else I can say that hasn't been said about this game before, but yes, in 2009, Tim Tebow led his Florida Gators to a national championship while wearing John 316 under his eye. 3 years later, to the exact date, in a playoff game against the Steelers, the underdog Denver Broncos ended up winning. Tim Tebow threw for 316 yards, rushed for 31.6 yards. The 31.6 million people watched the broadcast. Big Ben threw an interception on 3rd and 16. Tim Tebow averaged 31.6 yards per pass, 3.16 yards per rush, and the rest is history. That's our list. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We look forward to bringing you more exciting football content in the future. I know this video was a little rough, but stick with us. We're getting a little bit better each day. I'm Dave from Grid Ironic.